All right, last question. Have you ever thought about making any superhero movie?
I think I would love to be Danny Sharp.
He's charming as hell.
He's such an asshole.
And I look younger than you. Well, how that's surprising. No, I'm kidding.
We don't get to walk off into the sunset.
Hi, สวัสดีครับ My name is Bryce from Thailand and it's an honor to see you here.
Nice to meet you, Bryce.
Nice to see you too. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. I've been watching your movies since Armageddon that came out before I was born. And right now I'm talking to you guys. Such an honor to see you here.
And I look younger than you. Well, how that's surprising. No, I'm kidding.
And now you're here asking me for help. And what am I giving you? I am giving you the world.
What inspired you to come up with this idea, the ambulance car chasing? Like, why have to be ambulance?
I was writing a bigger movie that I'm working on during the pandemic, and I said to my agent, I said, God, I want just to do some small, cool movie. I was actually writing a crime story that was really about tension, and he said, there's a script that's been sitting on a shelf for 8 years. I read it, and then we reworked it and whatever, but I felt I could shoot it really fast, and it was all about tension. It's about claustrophobia and just this. It still goes outside and you see all this cop stuff going down, and it's just felt like kind of a badass movie. And it was it was during the height of COVID. Wanted to get out there and work. And it was a smaller crew, fast shoot. So it was good. It was good to do.
I feel like every character has been so different as well, which I think I've been very lucky because, you know, Darling has nothing to do with Camille. Like, they couldn't be the more opposite female characters. And I think that, I guess, being able to do a Michael Bay movie is always sort of, that's something that Yaya and I were talking about last night, is like, when you envision Hollywood and you think about Hollywood, you know, especially like for us that we're like in our 30s, we think of Hollywood as Michael Bay, you know, there's like big action, explosions, and I think that ultimately as an actor, like, not everyone will say it, but you always dream of doing movies like this when you're young, when you're little, and so being able to do a movie like this is really wild, and it's just, I enjoyed it so much. So every single film has been very different, but I've learned so much.
Lock everything down. Nothing gets out.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like coming up with some special sauce, how to make it different. And so I'm guarantee you're going to see a lot of people copying this type of drone work now in movies.
Yeah, right.
Because it's new, it's racer drones, and it's these guys I had were 19 years old, and we're doing things that you don't do this in movies, and so it made it very energetic and kind of trying to invent some new stuff. You know, I always try to come up with new gags on my films.
Stop! You hear me? You're gonna hurt someone. We don't get to walk off into the sunset.
All right, this is a fun question. If you can change your role to be anyone in that ambulance car, who would you like to be?
Can you imagine if I said the cop, just so I can nap the entire time? I could be asleep in a stretcher. No, poor Jackson really wasn't sleeping. He was such a trooper. I was like pushing his chest, and he was like, it's fine, we can do, like, he was just the nicest person. I was so lucky to have him as my, you know, companionship. But I think I would love to be Danny Sharp. He's such an asshole. And I love that.
Right.
And I love it. He's just delicious. He's like such a villain, but so funny and so likable. And you want to see more of him because he's just such a wild card. I love when Jake plays these types of characters. I think it's at his best, and I really enjoy watching him be crazy like that.
Let's go, D. Don't shoot a cop!
Well, I've always liked Jake. I've never met him before I worked with him, but I like his acting. He's a consummate actor, and Jake's a consummate actor. And I told him I'm going to shoot you like a movie star, all right? And I'm going to make you're going to have swagger, and you're going to be different than the Jake that I've seen in other movies. And he's funny, he's charming as hell, and he's a badass bank robber.
Absolutely.
You are all gonna have the greatest story to tell at the end of the night. Get out!
and he's a little bit crazy, you know. And Jake pulls that off. I mean, he pulls that character off, you know. So it's a fun Jake to watch.
Doesn't look like your brother. Wow, that is original.
Alright, last question. Have you ever thought about making any superhero movie?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I'd like to do my own type of superhero. I don't want to do like Spider-Man 9. I mean, you know, I'm like, or Batman 27. I'd rather like do, let's just say we're a Batman 1 or whatever. I mean, I don't want to follow in someone's footsteps. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. And yeah, I would like to see it.
Yeah, so I'd like to. And so, tell everyone it's in Thailand. You're from Thailand?
Yes.
Tell everyone to go see it in the theater because it makes it a great theatrical experience.
Yes, I will go watch it again for sure.
All right, man. Thanks. Nice talking to you.
Yes, go watch it again, and everyone needs to go watch it and not miss it in the movie theaters, like the old school fun. Thank you. Ciao. Bye.
We're not the bad guys. We're just the guys trying to get home. We don't get to walk off into the sunset.
Danny, everybody knows how dangerous you are.
Do you? Get your helos out of here now! I'm gonna get you back home, little brother. I'm gonna get everybody home.